It's Calvin Castine. It's the 25th day of February 2004. We're in Northern Adirondack Central School, beautiful downtown Ellenburg Corners. And we're here for Section 7, Class C, quarterfinal play. Northern Adirondack Bobcats, the number 4 seed, and the number 5 seed, Moriah Central School Vikings, right here, right now on Hometown Cable.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hometown Cable. High school basketball here. Wild Bill Chase, Calvin Castine. We're in beautiful downtown Ellenburg Corners at the Northern Adirondack High School Gymnasium, where the Bobcats are hosting the Moriah Vikings in the quarterfinal game of Section 7 Class C playoff action for the 2003-2004 season. Dustin Relation is in the process of going through the preliminary hearings. Going to introduce them. Got Adam Slattery, number 10. Justin Swan, number 14. 23, Howie Swan. Seth Deckers, number 30. Number 40, Jim Baker's the other starter for the Moriah Vikings. The Vikings are coached by Mr. Cross. Now the starting lineup for the Bobcats. Number 15, Zach Welch. Number 20, Donnie Laporte. Number 24, Jeremy Scott. Number 14, Kyle Brassard. And number 32, Danny LeClaire. Bobcats are coached by Mr. Recor. They're going to play the national anthem sung by Courtney Trudeau. Fine job done by Courtney Trudeau singing of the national anthem. Okay, both teams are taking the floor. Looks like Jeremy Scott will jump ball with Adam Slattery. Moriah Vikings, Northern Adirondack Bobcats, tangling in Class C Section 7 quarterfinal game. During the regular season, these two teams played twice, each winning once, and each win took place at the respective home courts. Bobcats came into tonight's contest as the number 4 seed, Moriah being the number 5 seed. Bobcats' record for the regular season was a 10-8 record, and Moriah had a 9 and I think it was 9 and no, it couldn't have been 9 and 10. Must have been 8 and might have been 8 and 10. They were 9 and 11 overall. I don't know what the holdup is. Something's going on with the clock. Okay, it looks like they've taken care of the technical difficulties, and we're ready and set, and we're underway. Slattery wins the tip-off, but he tips it right to Zach Welch. Bobcats have the first possession here to open up tonight's contest. Moriah Vikings, last year's Final Four team in Class D. They have stepped up to Class C play this year. Donnie Laporte driving, draws a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Laporte on the line, shooting 2. 7:40 still left here in the first quarter. He opens up the scoring for the Cats. The dynamic duo of Zach Welch and Donnie Laporte have led the way for the Bobcats all year long. Their last 14 games, they had a record of 10-4. They started out the season an 0-4, ended up 10-8 overall. Moriah, I believe, is the big guy. Number 30 is Decker, the go-to man. Decker's first shot doesn't go down. Welch is there on the weak side. Brasser, three-pointer. Welch crashing the boards, sneaks around number 14 for Moriah, pulls down that rebound. Bobcats still with possession. That was Swan. Welch near the foul line. That doesn't go. Slattery gets tied up. And Jeremy Scott. Real good ball game played the last time these two teams played here at NAC. Unfortunately, I had something to do that night. I'm just telling you what people told me. It was a close ball game throughout. Cats with their speed and quickness of Welch and Laporte. And Moriah going to try and counter with their size. Danny LeClaire causing a turnover. That's stolen right back. Welch can't get in there and take it. Now number 40, Baker has it. On the baseline, high off the glass. Swan kisses it in and in. A 2-1 ball game. In the game within the game here, we got a couple of varsity cheering squads going at each other head to head, so to speak. NAC varsity girls cheering squad is the reigning CVAC champs. And the Moriah Vikings, they won a national competition of some kind down in New Jersey last year. On a weak side, Jeremy Scott on a putback. Slattery with the ball. Swan on top. Gives to Slattery. Slattery finds open. Number 23. The other Swan. That's rejected by Zach Welch. Danny LeClaire hits a big jump shot here. It's a 5-2 game. Mr. Cross doesn't like something. He calls a timeout. 5:37 here yet to go in the first quarter. 5-2 Bobcats over the Vikings. Okay, we're trying to get our hearing back here, folks. We just had both cheering squads on the floor in that 30-second timeout. We were blasted. Bobcats showing a little full court pressure. There's a travel. Jim Baker took it too many steps there. Welch inbounds the ball to Laporte. Laporte takes his time coming across midcourt. Kyle Brasser. Danny LeClaire up and down. LeClaire should have taken the shot. He was open on the elbow. Danny LeClaire winning a starting spot here. All year long, I recalled him opening any game in the starting lineup. Swan. Oh, that's not Swan, that's Baker. Slattery ends up losing it. Welch running the floor. The bounce pass by Laporte. Welch with the easy layup. It's a 7-2 ball game. Bobcats out to a good start. Justin Swan finds Howie Swan in the corner. When the Bobcat defense creates another turnover, Swan tried to pass off from underneath the basket. Three-pointer by Welch. That's good. 10-2. Bobcats with a swarming defense here in the early going. built themselves a 10-2 lead. There's another hand in the passing lane. Welch comes up with the loose ball. Frustration foul on the part of Howie Swan. That stops the clock with 4:12 to go. It's a 10-2 ball game. 2 team fouls now called on Moriah. Brian Slattery, number 3, has just come into the contest. Howie Swan is out. Big set by LeClaire. They find LeClaire. He has to kick it back out to Brassard. LeClaire goes down low to a left-handed hook shot from Jeremy Scott. That doesn't go down. Moriah rebounds. Swan down the right side, driving towards the baseline. They look to kick it down into Decker. LeClaire got a hand on that. Moriah maintains possession. Slattery from the foul line. I believe an NAC player, that was Jeremy Scott, had a hand on that ball. Ball almost turned over by the Bobcats, but Welch now has it. Welch driving left side. Laporte. That's a travel called. Laporte taking one extra step. Danny Myers has come in for the Bobcats. Kyle Brassard is out. Baker almost lost that. There's a reach in on Welch. First foul called on the Bobcats. Bobcats have rattled off 9 straight points here. They've got themselves a 10-2 lead. Slattery goes to Decker. Decker ends up losing the ball, but a foul called. Fouls on number 32. That'd be Danny LeClaire. 3:03 on the clock. Decker's on the line to shoot 2. Wild Bill Chase here with Calvin Castine, bringing you this high school basketball playoff game for Hometown Cable. Decker, first shot doesn't go. Pretty good sized crowd here tonight. A lot of people from Moriah making the trip. It's about a 2-hour trip to come up here. And neither shot goes for Decker. Still a 10-2 lead. Laporte driving, goes around Decker. There's a foul on Jeremy Scott. Donnie Laporte just overmatched there with Decker. He could not get the ball anywhere near the basket. And it's Jeremy Scott with the push from behind. So it's 3 team fouls now on the Bobcats. Full court pressure here. Slattery has to contend with Myers. Laporte steps in front of that, but ends up back in the hands of Swan. Shot from the baseline. The other Swan, Howie, is on the weak side. He lays it up and in, and that's the first basket for Moriah in about the last 5 minutes. It's a 10-4 ball game. There's 2:20 left in the first quarter. Welch from way far out. That's a little bit short. Slattery comes down with a rebound. Swan steps around Welch from the elbow, pops a jump shot. It's in and out. Welch almost lost it. Laporte's running their right side. That doesn't go. NHC with a great chance there. Laporte, I think, got caught too far into the basket. Slattery hits the jump shot from the foul line. It's a 10-6 ball game. Moriah's made a couple adjustments here. They're only down by 4. From the corner, Myers. Myers tried to thread the needle there. Moriah got a hand on that, and it's NAC ball with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Welch inbounds to Laporte. Laporte finds Myers. Now Welch with the ball. Down low to Scott. Jeremy Scott makes one move. The left-handed jump shot. He scores. It's 12-6 ball game. Nice play there by Jeremy Scott. Slattery looking to save it. He does, right into the hands of Zach Welch. Welch weaving his way through. Laporte thought about the three-pointer from the elbow. That's Danny Myers. That doesn't go. Scott's in there, but Decker comes up with the ball. NAC had their hand on it for a moment. We're down under a minute left in the first quarter. Bobcats with a good start, had a 10-2 lead. It's now 12-6. Driving to the hoop, number 14, Justin Swan. He draws the foul. He'll be on the line to shoot two. Swan makes the first one of two. 12-7 ball game. 39 seconds left in the first quarter. I sound a little hoarse, don't I? I don't know why. That's out of bounds. Slattery going up and over the top of Jeremy Scott. Slattery and Decker, they're a couple of big boys that NAC has to contend with. Laporte gives up to Myers. Myers finds LeClaire. LeClaire from outside. That doesn't go. Scott's on a weak side. Oh, I think blocked by Decker. Decker comes down with the ball. Going to play for the last shot here. Swan. Swan driving through. That doesn't go. Red ball. Isn't a red guy out of bounds saving that?
Yeah, Scott came in from out of bounds.
Three-point attempt. That goes in and out. Slattery off balance. Throws it up and falls in, and it's only a three-point game after one quarter. Cats with a good early start, but Moriah has rebounded well. It's a 12-9 ball game after one complete quarter. Moriah varsity cheering squad on the floor. Okay, for your second quarter underway, it's a 12-9 ball game. Wild Bill Chase with Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable, your ultimate high school sports network in Clinton County. Laporte dishes to Scott. Scott, that doesn't go. Ball ends up in the hands of Justin Swan. Swan waiting for Howie Swan to step across the midcourt line. Passes over to Slattery. Slattery's off the mark. Welch comes up with the ball. Welch goes to Laporte. Laporte surrounded. He's fouled. But again, it ends up on the floor. I believe that's number 14, Justin Swan. 7:32 on the clock. He's helped up by his teammates. He's limping a little bit. Number 40, Jim Baker, is going to come back into the game. And Swan's going to take a breather. Well, the winner of tonight's contest gets the luxury of playing Seton on Saturday at Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. In the semifinal game, Ticonderoga, the number 2 seed in Section 7 Class C, is playing, I believe, Sable tonight. Tupper is also playing against Lake Placid. The winner of those two games will tangle in the other semifinal at the Fieldhouse on Saturday. Seton comes in as the number 1 seed, and they are currently undefeated. Jim Baker Makes it a 2-point ball game, 13-11. Myers to Welch. Laporte, he's open, pulls up, jump shot. It's off the back of the rim, pops out into the hands of Slattery. Slattery gives to Howie Swan. Swan back with the ball. This is Slattery. Slattery nails the jump shot and ties the ball game up. What was that about? What was that about?
Leaving the ball alone after the basket.
Josh McNeil in for the Bobcats. Myers makes a nice move. His shot doesn't go. Laporte on the weak side. Pulls down the rebound. But then he's called it. Oh, he called a timeout, Laporte did. 30-second timeout. Heads up play there. I thought he stepped out of bounds. Welch inbound underneath the NAC basket. Finds Laporte. Laporte back to Welch on the left side. Kick it down to Jeremy Scott. He's trying to back in. Scott being covered there by Slattery. His shot doesn't fall in. Moriah rebounds. Swan moves to the right side. Slattery to Slattery. And he nails the jump shot. Adam Slattery feeling it right now. And Moriah back up on top for the first time since the early going in the first quarter. It's a 15-13 ball game. Myers. Lost the ball, goes out of bounds. Laporte to Welch. Welch, that's blocked by Baker. That brings the Moriah people up on their feet. Myers to Laporte. Laporte down the left side. He's got to pull up. Myers, three-pointer. That rattles in and out. Slattery comes down with the rebound. That's Adam Slattery, that is. Some good defense here by Moriah's. Turn the tables. Now they find Decker open down on the post. And it's a 17-13 ball game. Moriah down at one time, 10-2. They are now up by 4. Welch, three-point attempt. It's good. It's a one-point game. Danny LeClaire and Brassard looking to come back in the game. That's tapped through the legs of Swan by Welch. Josh McNeil and Danny Myers are out. Slattery's in the corner. They're looking for Decker. Decker can't handle the pass. Welch comes up with it. Welch driving. Knocked out of bounds by Decker. 4:17 here left to go in the first half. Both teams look like they're carrying about 14 players now. Got a couple armies over there on the benches. Danny LeClaire. Gives to Laporte. Laporte thinks about the three-pointer. LeClaire sets the screen. Welch for 3 points. Ball's tapped around. The NAC ends up with a loose ball. The shot clock is reset. Nice job by Laporte to drive around the defender. He scores. NAC's back up 18-17. Laporte using his speed and quickness. Swan now. Swan gets the ball to Baker. They kick it down low. Well, that ball looked like a free ball. That was up there. And Jeremy Scott appeared to be just jumping straight up.
It must have happened, the way the whistle blew, it must have happened before. It must have gave the push before we saw what was happening. That's what it looked like. He pushed, then they went up.
Jesse DeBray in the contest. DeBray was on the JV squad to start out, but after the Seton game where he scored 37 points, been moved up to play varsity, and he's done a nice job. 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. Slattery from outside. That one's a little short. Decker's called for over the back. That's 4 team fouls now on Moriah. We got 5 called against the Bobcats here in the opening half. 18-17. It's a 1-point game. Welch with the ball. Oh, screen was set, and then looked like an elbow was used to knock down Jesse DeBray. DeBray ends up losing the ball to Slattery. I think he got a little over anxious there. Swan being guarded by Welch. Slattery driving the baseline, a little bit too strong. Runs back and gets his ball back. They slap it out of his hands, but a foul is called. That's the second on Donnie Laporte. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. 18-17 remains the score. Each team is playing some pretty good defense. Foul off the ball, called on Jesse DeBray. Does that put them in the 1-1? Yeah, it does. Slattery will go to the line to shoot the 1-1. Well, Howie Swan's on the line now. Swan makes the front end. He'll get another shot. Matt Carr, number 34, has just entered the contest. Jesse DeBray boxing out well, comes up with a rebound. We're all tied up at 18. 18-18, 2:20 left in the first half. Quarterfinal game, Class C, Section 7. Boys basketball. Nice shot by Welch, doesn't go. Howie Swan comes down with a rebound. Swan quickly up to Baker. LeClaire, nice job defensively. Whoa! And back at the other end, Matt Clark found wide open. Ties it back up with an easy layup. It appeared that Donnie Laporte had traveled on that layup he just made. Laporte, three-pointer. It's good. NAC, they've hit some big three-pointers here in this first half. A minute 20 left and a half, 23-20. Slattery. Slattery pushing Danny LeClaire after the foul called. The official goes over and tells him, hey, you saw it. Danny Myers back in the game for Donnie Laporte. Laporte with 2 fouls. Coach Record can ill afford to lose the services of Laporte, so he's going to probably sit him here the rest of the half. Slattery looking to make it a 1-point game. Nope, that doesn't go. NAC battling for the rebound. They come down with it. Welch to Brassard. Brassard to Myers. Myers throws up the shot. That doesn't go. The big guy, Matt Carr, is there. From the elbow, Swan. It's off the back of the rim. Comes out into the hands of Brassard. Down under a minute left in the opening half. 23-21. LeClaire, quick turnaround. Jesse DeBray doing a nice job to save that ball, but he saved it right off the foot of his teammate, Kyle Brassard. So it's Moriah ball. Got to move your feet on defense. Slattery finds Carr. Carr kicks it back out to Swan. Swan's three-pointer is good. 24-23, Moriah by 1. Got a good ball game here, folks. Welch with the reverse layup. Great play there by Zach Welch. Manny LeClaire trying to get it to Welch. I think there should have been a foul called down here in the Moriah end of things. Looks like Slattery got away with one there. Oh, that hit the rim or light fixture or something. NAC's ball now, 1 second on the clock. They are up by 1 point, 25-24. Got to catch and shoot. Welch gets it off, but no go there. After one half play, we got a score of 25-24. Bobcats up by 1 over the Vikings here. Wild Bill Chase, Calvin Castine will be back for all your second half action after they get their 10-minute break. Okay, second half action ready to get underway here. NAC up by 1 point over Moriah in this Class C Section 7 quarterfinal game. Here on February 25th, Ash Wednesday, year 2004. Wild Bill Chase and Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. Moriah, very interesting stat that I thought, had 7 different scorers in that first half. Adam Slattery led the way with 7 points. Laporte doing a nice job to hustle. He's forced out of bounds. And Howie Swan pitched in with 6 points. Bobcats were led by Zach Welch, who had 10. Donnie Laporte with 9 points. LeClaire forcing Slattery to pull up, take that jump shot. That doesn't go. Bobcats with possession. Cats had an early lead of 10-2, but Moriah made a run of their own. They were up 17-13. Then it's been more or less back and forth ever since. Swan comes away with that loose ball. Pass into Decker. Decker finds Slattery. Pops the shot. That doesn't go. Decker on the putback. Can't get it up there and in. Laporte saves it. LeClaire back to Laporte. Laporte trying to go coast to coast, but ball stripped away. Decker comes up with it, and Howie Swan now has it. Winner of this contest, once again, will get the luxury of playing the undefeated Seton, who is currently ranked number 2 in Class C in New York State. How many of those we've seen tonight? About 4 or 5, and 3-pointers go in and out. I think it's 4 that Moriah has put up there like that, and 1 or 2 for the Bobcats. Brassard in the middle. Nice little running jump shot. Bobcats up by 4. Slattery. He's cut off by Laporte. Pass to Swan, almost lost it. Decker picks up the loose ball. Decker, that's a little bit short. Jeremy Scott corrals the ball. Welch gets up to Laporte. Baker, the diving play, trying to steal that ball away. Baker recovers. He's back in there for defense. Scott down low. He's surrounded. Scott trying to force something there that wasn't there. Slattery all over him on the defensive side. Howie Swan with the ball. Welch ends up on the floor. Baker. LeClaire with a good position. Use that left hand, tap the ball up, and then gets it under control. Welch from 3 points. A little bit short. Slattery pulls down the rebound. Only one basket scored here in the third quarter by the Bobcats. So you have the 4-point lead. Slattery, he's off the mark. Brassard gets fouled for a hold. That stops the clock with 5:09. Baker inbounds to Swan. Neither team having anybody in any kind of foul trouble. Laporte and Scott got 2 for the Bobcats. Decker, he has 2 for Moriah. Swan looked like he was leading with the elbow. From the elbow, Baker. That shot doesn't go. The other Swan comes up with a rebound. And Swan over the top of Myers, called for the foul. Bobcats, they've been getting some good position underneath the basket here and to open up this second half. Laporte to Myers. Myers in the game for Brassard. Laporte hits the three-pointer. That's a big basket right there for the Bobcats. It's up to a 6-point lead. Carr in the game. Welch steals it. Cats with it. LeClaire pulls up, hits the jump shot. We got a timeout called. 4:13 on the clock. Cats have an 8-point lead, 32-24. Swan finds Slattery. Carr's open. They get it to him. Makes the basket. Carr left alone down underneath the Moriah basket. Scores the first 2 points for Moriah here in the third quarter. Welch to Laporte. He converts. What a pass from Welch. Welch finding Laporte, cutting to the basket. Puts it in the layup. And possible 3-point play. He's fouled by number 23, Howie Swan. That's his second of the night. Cats starting off this third quarter in similar fashion to the way they started off the game. Laporte doesn't complete the 3-point play. It's a 34-26 ball game. And matching their biggest lead of the night. Welch steps in front of that pass to Laporte. Laporte lays it up and in. So the speed and quickness of the Bobcats prevailing at the moment. But Moriah has battled back as they did in the first half. They go down long. Now Swan, he's grabbed by, let's see, it should be on Danny LeClaire. It is. (36-26), 10-point lead. Swan on the line. Actually, Moriah coming out in the second half where we switch ends. We started out here with cold shooting here. That one rattles around and does fall in. Well, it hits the official, stays in bounds. Welch driving. Laporte, three-pointer. LeClaire underneath. Carr taps it, but Jeremy Scott runs it down before the ball goes out of bounds. NAC with a new 35-second shot clock. Down low to Scott. Scott wiggles his way around and in. And the process was fouled by Slattery. Slattery stares down the official at 2:54 on the clock. Jeremy Scott will go to the line to shoot one to possibly complete the three-point play. Jeremy Scott gets the friendly roll, drops in. It's a 39-27 game. Cats turn up the heat on the defensive side. Danny Myers slaps that ball away. Myers takes it in. 41-27 game. That's going to force Mr. Cross to call a timeout. Bobcats with a great start here in the third quarter. They're up by 14, 2:43 on the clock. The varsity cheering squad has just taken the floor. Well, there appeared to be an extra in that end of that cheer there, as most of the varsity cheerleaders for NAC were staring right at the Moriah squad. Ball's turned over, but meanwhile back on the court. Travel called on number 14, Justin Swan. Cheering competition coming up February 29th this year. Got that extra day, it's a leap year. Myers driving, that's knocked out of bounds. Saved by Howie Swan. Gets it into the arms of Slattery. Slattery hit some big jump shots in that first half. Jeremy Scott with a hustling effort there. Might have twisted the ankle a little bit. He come away hobbling. He's going to stay in the game, though. Brian Slattery will inbound the ball. Finds Adam. Adam in a near impossible angle. Hits it off the side of the backboard. Scott's there to take that down and give it to Welch. Welch to Laporte. Bobcats are clicking right at the moment. Laporte to Welch. Welch watched by Slattery. Welch with a cross-court pass that went by Jeremy Scott and Donnie Laporte out of bounds. That appears to be the first mistake Bobcats have made here in the third quarter. Scott almost steals that ball away. Decker's wide open momentarily. Howie Swan pulls up the shot. Decker fouled from behind by Danny Myers. Myers in a mismatch there. That's Mr. Myers' first foul of the night. If I'm coaching, I'm not going to be disappointed with that foul. Myers probably goes about 5'8", and this Decker looks to be 6'3", 6'4" at least. Moriah has not shot that well from the foul line, though, here tonight. Both those are missed. LeClaire saves it, Scott saves it. Good team effort there. LeClaire keeping the ball alive for the Bobcats, and Scott helping out. Gets it to Welch. Now down low. Scott over Slattery. That doesn't go. Decker's there on the weak side to pull down the rebound. Here comes Swan with the ball for Moriah. Swan pulls up. Jump shots. Good. 41-29. Cats with a big lead here in this third quarter. Laporte, three-pointer. Oh, LeClaire wins the battle underneath. It's over the shoulder shot, didn't go. Slattery, ball was tapped away by Welch and out of bounds. Jesse DeBray coming in for the Bobcats. I don't think Mr. Record liked that last shot taken by Danny LeClaire. Had his back facing the basket, and he tried to put one up. Foul called on Danny Myers. That's his second. Down to 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. 3 team fouls against both the Bobcats and Vikings. Wild Bill Chase, Calvin Castine here in Northern Adirondack High School. Section 7, Class C. The playoffs are underway for the 2003-2004 season of basketball. Swan underneath the basket. Puts it up and in. So now it's a 10-point game, 41-31. Cats' lead has been as big as 14. Laporte dishes to Scott. Gonna play for the last shot. Welch dishes off to Scott. Scott with the left hook. Left-handed shot scores. It's a 43-31 game. Swan to Slattery. Slattery. Ball batted away. Jesse DeBray ends up on his back. And the Cats, what a big lead by 12 points. They are up 43-31 after 3 complete quarters. Moriah Vikings cheering squad on the floor. Bobcats got that swarming defense going there in the third quarter. They've built themselves up a 12-point lead. But we've seen Moriah battle back once, and can they do it again? Welch, Laporte, Myers, Scott, and Danny LeClaire come out for the Bobcats. Got a foul called. We got Swan, Decker, well, both Swans, Decker, Baker, and Slattery come out for Moriah here in this final quarter. Four team fouls now against both teams. That foul was on number 40, Jim Baker, his first of the night. Myers. And every possession is going to count for both teams here now. Moriah's got to find some way to stop the Bobcat offense. Myers, second one's good. It's a 45-31 game. Them are big foul shots here. The pressure here by the press, the Bobcats. Moriah has had their time handling it. There it is, stolen away. Myers and Laporte.
Highway robbery right there.
Wow.
Southern Division referee making a bad call.
The NAC player is stuck in the bleachers or something. Welch is going in uncontested to make a layup. He stops the clock, blows the whistle. No foul called to boot.
No, he just did it because the player was in danger. Well, what's the second and a half going to do?
Myers! Well, there's the answer right there. The three-pointer. That's one more point better than a two-pointer. Bobcat defense. Al Welch is going to get that layup. Cats are fired up here, folks. 7:16 on the clock. Their biggest lead of the night is 19, 50-31. Bobcats over the Vikings. I think the cheering squad's a little fired up now, too. My last cheer, I was getting goosebumps. Bobcats, full court press here in the second half. And the Vikings have not been able to break through yet. They're down by 19. It was a 1-point game at the half, or 2-point game. That appeared to be Decker breaking through there for the Vikings. 6:50 and counting left here in the contest. It's a 50-33 ball game. Myers to Scott. Out to Myers. Myers pulls it back out. Some good clock management here by the Bobcats. One official asked help from the other guy, and he said, well, it's NAC ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Welch, little running jump shot. Crashes the boards, but Decker comes down with the rebounds. That's what I think NAC's got to do here. Be patient throughout the rest of the game on offense. Welch pulling down the rebound. I mentioned to start off this second half that Moriah had 7 different scorers in the first half, but they've yet to find anybody with a hot hand here in the second half. Foul called. Put Zach Welch on the line. Foul is on Slattery, I believe. Brian Slattery, number 3. We have one Southern Board official and one Northern Board official here doing tonight's contest. Welch doesn't hit the front end of that shooting too. Jesse DeBray coming in for Danny LeClaire. Cats looking to stay hot so they can move on to play Seton Saturday at the field house. Welch makes the back end of them free throws. It's a 51-33 ball game. NAC continues to use the full court press. Myers steps up. Try and slow down Howie Swan. Swan gives it to the other Swan. That looked like a travel. But Swan pulls up, hits the jump shot. It's 51-35. Laporte being watched by Howie Swan. Laporte to Welch on the old backdoor play. Pretty there. We've seen that happen numerous times this year. Laporte finding Welch driving to the basket. He gets the easy 2 points. Timeout called. Before they've turned it over, Mr. Cross got the timeout. 5:20 on the clock. 53-35. Bobcats up over the Vikings. There's another turnover. Welch, he can run the floor. Laporte gets it up to Welch. 20-point game, 55-35. Slattery, he hit some big jump shots there in the first half. That one's short. That's out of bounds off in Swan. NAC ball. Gotta tell you, I think the basketball officiate, to be a basketball official, you got to have some thick skin. got a big crowd here tonight, and then you got to work with a guy you haven't worked with all year in a big quarterfinal game. I think they've both done a pretty good job, though, keeping the game under control, which at times has been kind of physical. Laporte gives to LeClaire. Laporte drives the baseline, pulls it back out. The Slattery's there. Ends up into the hands of Swan. Swan goes the other Swan. That was a living on a prayer pass. He was hoping one of his teammates would get it. That's short. And goes out of bounds. 4:17 on the clock. Bobcats up by 20. We got a fairly big crowd here, but I think they've been kind of quiet. Both cheering squads are doing all the cheering.
Well, they were noisier in the first half when the game was closer. Then as the game spread out, the crowd noise went down.
Yeah, Bobcats have taken the crowd out of the game, so to speak. That's not a bad thing, though. Brassard back in the game. Looks like all the starters for the Bobcats are out there. But ends up turning it over. Number 24, that's Nathan Kristen. He's in the contest for the first time for Moriah. Jeremy Scott gets a hand on that ball. Slattery saves it, throws it right into the hand of Scott. The old two-bounce pass to Laporte. And he finishes it up. And you go to the line to shoot a foul shot. What a play there. How often do you see that? Two bounces on a bounce pass.
Not very often is it done on purpose. But Welch wind up and hit that ball off the floor as hard as he could because he wanted to make sure he got it to Laporte.
Jesse DeBray back in the contest. Jeremy Scott's going to get a breather. Matt Carr returns for Moriah. Carr, he's got to be about 6'7". That's an over and back. Another turnover. Holden Collins, Josh McNeil coming in for the Bobcats. 3:22 left here. Welch, the lone senior for the Bobcats, has led the way here tonight. He's also the captain of the team. Laporte, three-pointer is good. The dynamic duo of Laporte and Welch doing it once again. And actually getting some big play out of the rest of the team. Danny LeClaire, Kyle Brassard, Danny Myers, and Jeremy Scott. All with some fine, outstanding performances here. 3 minutes left. Josh Clark comes in for the Bobcats. So, Kyle Brassard, the lone starter out there for the Cats. 61-35 is the score. Brassard ends up with the ball on that turnover. Swan reaches in. Bobcats are going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. We're off? Oh. What are you waving at? Kyle Brassard on the line. How does it go? Nathan Kristen comes down with a rebound. Baker drives to his left. Oh. That was a little unorthodox. Holden Collins finds Carr in the corner. Carr catches, shoots. A little bit too hard for Clark.
Well, the Moriah people put some new guys in the lineup. We got number 33, Alan Wahojik or something like that.
Carr underneath, gets his own rebound. Misses both of them. Leaning in, number 44, that was Wilson. Kristen thought about taking the three-pointer. Wilson, that's blocked by Jesse DeBray. Nice job there by Jesse DeBray on the defensive end. Bobcats look like they're well on their way. Meeting up with Seton in the semifinal game on Saturday. They are up 61-35. We're down to about a minute and a half left in tonight's contest. Double dribble called against DeBray. He turns it back over to Moriah. Well, the Bobcats use some tenacious defense here in this, open up the second half, and full court press was too much to handle for Moriah. And between Laporte and Welch hitting the shots, running the floor really well, Cats will win this game. All right, we got a foul on who?
Jump ball.
Oh, he called a jump ball? We had him wrapped up. Jim Subley in the contest. Number 31 for the Bobcats. Subley corrals the loose ball. Got moved up from the JV squad here. Subley on the boards, ends up losing the ball out of bounds. 54 seconds left in the game. Moriah on the attack. Ball's almost thrown away. Three-point attempt. It's good. Number 52, Andy Bolton. Hitting the three-pointer late in the game, but it's going to be too little, too late. Holden Collins downtown. Brassard. Suplier puts it up, doesn't go. 3 seconds or more. Looked like the Bobcats had about 4 guys in there in 3-second violation. McNeil gets it up to Collins. Collins, no! Holden Collins can't get the handle on it. 6 seconds left in the contest. Bobcats, with this great second half effort, they're going to prevail. They're up 61-38. Then Wild Bill Chase and Calvin Castine. Collins! Oh, I thought I had a chance. That's the final score, folks. 61-38, the Bobcats winning this quarterfinal game, going away with no problems here in the second half. Once again, Wild Bill Chase, Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. Wishing everybody good night. Remember to tune into Hometown Cable, your ultimate high school sports network in Clinton County. Cats again will play Seton Saturday at Plattsburgh State. I believe it's a 2 o'clock game. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I don't know if Calvin will.
Well, of course I'll be there.
All right, Calvin will be there. So you'll be able to see it here on Hometown Cable. Have a good night, folks. Drive slow. Don't forget cheering competition. Hey, get the Batman shirt.
This is Calvin Castine. It's the 28th day of February 2004. It's 4 p.m. and time for Section 7 Class C semifinal play, the Northern Adirondack Bobcats and the Seton Catholic Knights. Right here, right now on Hometown Cable. Let's listen to the PA announcer, Foxy Gagnon, introduce the lineups.
The winner of this game will play again next Saturday at 2 o'clock for the sectional title. The visiting team to this game is Northern Adirondack. The Bobcats are coached by Mr. Mike Leador, Mr. Fred Loomis, and Mr. Joe Coakley are the assistant coaches. Number 31, Jim Supley. Number 22, Colby Collins. Number 25, Nate Rock. Number 10, John Farr. Number 11, Dan Myers. Number 23, Jesse Goulet. Number 13, Ryan Pinto. Number 21, John Pino. Number 30, John Alexander. Number 12, Travis Walden. And now the Northern Adirondack, starting five. Number 13, a sophomore, Kyle Rogers. Number 3, a sophomore, Johnny LaBelle. Number 32, a sophomore, Dan LaBelle. Number 24, a junior, Jared Scott. Number 15, a senior, Zach O'Leary. The home team is Seton Catholic. The Knights are coached by Mr. Robert Conrad, Mr. Bob Houdet, Mr. Jim Baker, and Mr. Tony Gucci are the assistant coaches. Number 20, Dustin Levin. Number 21, Ray Studley. Number 22, Jeff Merton. Number 33, Kyle Stark. Number 40, Harry Roscoe. Number 42, Dan Bedford. Number 44, Adam Sandoval. Number 55, Michael Burnane. And now, the Seton Catholic starting five. Number 30, a senior, Riley Hunt. Number 42, a senior, Andrew Cummings. Number 10, a senior, Mark Riley. Number 31, a senior, Dan Chilton. Number 50, a senior, Joe Aiden. Your officials in this game, Mr. McMillan and Mr. Roberts. Mr. Woods is back out. Mr. Gooseback is on the shot clock. Mr. Donnelly is the athletic trainer. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand for our national anthem.
Seton Catholic comes in today unbeaten in 2003-2004, 20-0 on the season. And Northern Adirondack in at 12-9. Seton is the 2 or 3 ranked team in the state. Akey starts off the scoring with a quick basket. The Bobcats are capable of a win, but they're going to have to play flawless basketball out there. Many an unblemished season has come to an end in the playoffs. LeClaire pushes it out to Laporte. Scoops it over to Welch. Welch, shot is missed. Rebounded by Chilton. Pushed up the floor to Rabideau. Rabideau puts it up off the rim. And here comes Welch. Slides it over to Laporte. Laporte back to LeClaire. Couldn't get a handle on it. Rabideau will bring it up. Throws it up off the rim. Off Green. Cummings will inbound it. Traveling. Mike Recor, first-year coach at NAC. Stolen by Akey. Will have an easy layup, misses it. Cummings slides it over to Hauk, and Hauk hits. Laporte drives, lays it in for the Cats. 4-2. Chilton from the baseline. 6-2. Seton leads. Welch will bring it up. Laporte. The jumper is missed. And here come the Knights. Could have gone either way, and Robert says it's a foul on the Cats. Fouls on Donnie Laporte. Akey drops it in. Laporte, shot is missed. Rebounded by Chilton. Basket will go. Laporte will pick up his second foul. That is bad for the Bobcats. Knights already up to a 10-2 lead. They could blow this game open early. Scott into Laporte. 11-2 to score, 5:17 to go in the first quarter. LeClaire banks it in. Three-pointer from Rabideau. Now a foul on Cummings. Welch will inbound. Into Laporte. Cummings picks up his second foul. If the Knights are going to try to chase Welch and Laporte around, they're going to pick up a lot of fouls. Scott gives it out to Laporte. Brassard puts it to the floor. Scott pushes it out for Welch. Air ball, out of bounds. Dan Myers, who played well coming off the bench in the quarterfinals against Moriah, comes in. Out, misses the layup. Scott pulls it down. Scott in the paint. Rebounded by Hauk. Pushes it up to Rabideau. Jump ball. (14-4), Seton leading early. Laporte gets by Cummings, dishes off to LeClaire, pulls up short. Rebounded by Chilton. Bobcats giving up a lot of size to the Knights. Laporte misses a layup. Knights can run. Rabideau pulls up for a three-pointer and hits. And it's a 13-point lead. Coach Recor thinking about a timeout, but not yet. That's a two-pointer. It's 16-4. Toe was on the line. Laporte over to Welch. Back to Laporte. Welch to Myers. LeClaire pushes it out to Myers. Scott working hard underneath. Plays a lot like Justin Gardner from last year's Bobcat team. Plays a lot taller than he is in stature. Fouls on Akey. Six to score. Laporte to Myers to LeClaire. This is the six-footer, rebounded by Hauk. Chilton with a shot. Save, nice effort there by Rabideau. Basket will count. Kyle Stark is in for Seton. And now we have Mike Murnane coming in to replace Hauk. The Bobcats, Jesse Dubray, 23, is in. 19-6, Seton Catholic leading. 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Section 7, Class C. Semi-final, the winner will face Ticonderoga. Myers with a nice shot. 19-8. Cummings passes off to Rabideau, throws it up. Murnane fighting for it, puts it in. Basket by Mike Murnane. Welch scores. 21-10, under a minute to go in the first. Rabideau guarded by Laporte. Over to Cummings. Murnane back to Rabideau. Throws it up. Welch straight up for the rebound. Nice pass to Scott. Pretty play for the Bobcats. 21-12. Cummings to Rabideau. Murnane to Rabideau for three. In and out. Kept alive and rebounded by Scott. There comes Welch. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Over to Myers for three. Akey rebounds, 2 seconds. (21-12). Seton Catholic 9-point lead after one here on viewer-supported Hometown Cable. We have checked, and Seton Catholic is number 2 ranked in New York State coming into today's game. At the Class C level. Murnane puts it up too strong. Welch is there for the rebound. Gets it up to Laporte. Laporte is fouled on the floor. No basket. No basket. Basket's good, excuse me. Cummings picks up his third foul. Laporte misses the foul shot. He comes down with it. So Cummings will have to sit. Murnane in the paint, scores. Knocked out of bounds by Stark. Hauk back in. Cummings with 3 fouls stays in the game. 7:20 to go in the second quarter. Myers to Dubray, and Knights take it away. Over to Rabideau, out to Hauk. Murnane rebounds, he's fouled. Foul will be on Scott. Check that, foul was on Dubray. LeClaire back in for Dubray. Stark with the ball for the Knights. Over to Chilton, goes low. Intended for Hauk, it's out of bounds.